What's going on, S2S family? Listen, guys, buckle up for a hydration revolution. Element, LMNT, the ultimate electrolyte drink mix is here to rock your world. Brace yourselves, because this is more than just an offer. It's a game changer for your performance. Check this out. When you make a purchase through our exclusive URL, you're not only getting Element, but also a complimentary Element sample pack. Now that's a deal that you just can't afford to miss. So let's get to the facts. The Element sample pack boasts one packet of every flavor, totaling 8 delicious choices. Think about it. This is your golden ticket to exploring the entire Element flavor spectrum or sharing the joy of superior hydration with a friend. And mark my words, this opportunity is a gem exclusively for Element partners, so you're not gonna see this anywhere else, all right? Element is not just another drink mix, it's a performance enhancer. You could wave goodbye to all those sluggish workouts, my friends. With Element's carefully balanced blend of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, you're equipping your body for success. Studies have shown that proper electrolyte balance can reduce the risk of muscle cramps by up to 50%, and that's a game-changing figure. But the magic doesn't stop there. Element transforms your everyday too, whether you're conquering the corporate world, smashing personal records, or just soaking in the sun. Element keeps you at the top of your game. It's a secret weapon for an all-around vibrant life. Recent literature suggests that even mild dehydration, a body water loss of just 1 to 2%, can impair cognitive performance. So think about it. Element isn't just about quenching your thirst, it's about boosting your brain power too. Now that you're ready to unleash your potential with Element, head over to drinklmnt.com/success. Again, that's drinklmnt.com/success and grab your free Element sample pack with your order. But time's ticking, so make your move.
And once you go with me, you're a loser. And I tell people this all the time. People always want to talk about all these sins. Satan's greatest characteristic is he's selfish. That's what makes Lucifer Lucifer. That's what makes him Lucifer. He was about self. He was in heaven, had the greatest role you could have in heaven, and that wasn't enough for him. Why? Because it was always about him.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
With the clean J's on. I'm surrounded by the kick. I got to hit 6 man up. My man, 6 man. He sent me a couple shoes. I ain't getting nothing, though. I'm playing Jane up here.
My man, can you please have a 6 man? Because he sends you J's all the time.
Yeah.
He sent me post of J's.
You know you got that long money,
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I buy, you know, I do buy
I got
lot,
money.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
A couple dollars somewhere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dr. King, how you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great, man. Life is good, bro. Life is great, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You got the patented leathers, you know what I'm saying?
Patented leathers.
Yeah.
Camille takes care of me. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Douglas, you got the new socks on.
Actually, older.
Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Spirit. Fruit of the Loom.
My MJ.
Fruit of the Loom.
MJ.
Let's go, MJ. That's the same,
You
right?
preaching in those?
Yeah, it's my new thing, the blood.
All right.
Blood.
Yeah,
You see them, Korshaw?
Blood editions.
Please, yeah. These is
hold 'em
blood issues.
Spider-Man. Red Spider-Man.
The red bot. Nah, come on, man. Hey, what camera can I talk to, Carl?
How you doing, bro?
Okay.
Anybody ever ask you how you doing?
I'm about to tell you. Listen. And I feel like this might have been a little bit of a retribution or karma for me because I talked about how I leave people who don't have their clearances. You know what I'm saying? At the airport.
I remember that conversation.
So, yeah, then I promise you, this might be the first time I flew since then. But anyway, I don't know, like something about pre-check, every blue moon, it just ever happened to you? It just won't be on there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sometimes.
cool. So
Yeah.
every blue moon.
I thought it was Cam.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I called her. She'd be like, "Oh, everything's on there." Shout out to Kim, who handles our flights. But I called her like the first few times. She was like, "No, it's on there." And I even went up to the Delta desk like, "Hey," And she like,
Well,
no.
I've never had it happen to Delta. It's United that it happens to.
No, so it's happened to me on Delta. Maybe like this might be the third time it happened, right? So, I mean, considering I
This
fly.
is where it's pissed to have 360 and you still gotta go to a desk.
Oh,
like
I'm
a regular.
So, bruh, when I tell you the Atlanta airport was booming this morning, I fly in and out of Atlanta every day. Top 3 busiest times I've ever seen it. I'm talking about just crazy. So I get there, and then I look at my boarding pass. I ain't got the pre-check on there. So I'm like,
That make a difference, bro.
But I got digital ID, and you know I got clear too.
Yeah.
But you know they got clear and TSA pre, and then they got just the clear.
Yeah. But you had the digital boy.
I had the digital ID.
Oh.
So I never used digital ID in Atlanta because I always got the clear and TSA
no
pre,
question.
right? So
No question.
I'm like, usually that's faster, whatever. So I got digital ID. Now I noticed they only give me digital ID when I'm flying by myself. They never give it to me when I'm flying with the fam. It's weird. But they did give Candace digital ID. So you can't apply for digital. It just pops up when it wants you.
Yeah.
So that's one. I'm like, come on, can I pay for that? Like, I want that too. So anyway, I get there. I'm like, cool, I got digital ID. Line long as all get out.
Digital ID too?
Everything. I'm talking about
Wow.
everything. Blew out.
Only in Atlanta I've ever seen clear all the way to
Oh,
the
yeah,
back.
no. Yeah. One time it was so bad, they sent me an email like, hey, we'll give you another 6 months free because that was ridiculous. They knew. It was like long as the general thing. But anyway, so I'm in line at the digital ID, right? So now I've only seen one digital ID line in my entire travels. So I stand in the digital ID line the whole time. I get all the way up to the front. My man like, you just scan your face, and it popped up green. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm good to go. My man was like, let me see your license. And I was like, all right. So I took my license out. He was like, now scan your boarding pass. I scanned my boarding pass. It hit green again. He said, oh, you're not TSA pre-check. Wow. And I said, I'm in digital ID. He's like, yeah, this digital ID pre-check. Wow. Now, it don't say that on the sign. It just say digital ID. It don't say nothing about pre-check. Now I'm like, my flight is in a minute. So I'm like, I already know how I go when you try to, because I get to the TSA later. You know what I'm saying? I get to y'all. So anyway, I left out. Now, luckily, Atlanta Airport, I don't know what they doing, bro. Like, they done put clear, regular. So now I'm thinking my best option is regular clear.
Yeah, regular clear.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I got
It's on the other side, though.
Bro, it's on the Spirit Airlines
Oh,
side.
north side.
Downstairs.
Yeah, no question.
You went through there?
No, but because I used to do clear when I came, it switched up. I was like, where's clear at? It's like right here. Like you ain't got to go there and then there. It's just right when you come in. I was like, oh, where's the? They was like, which one you got? I was like, the pre-check. I was like, that's this one. But it was like, but if you didn't, you had to go there. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So they put it like,
and they make you go over there for other stuff now.
Bro, it feel like you. Bro, it feel like you. I thought I was walking out the airport. Now, how many times I've been to Atlanta Airport? A million. I was like, bro, I was so lost, and I got down to clear, and then I get down there, and
Uber, everything over there, bro.
Yeah. So luckily it went quick, and I was able to make my flight. But bro, it's just one of them mornings, like, you know how it is, just like everything, bro, traffic was crazy, just like a whole night. Yeah. So then Carl tells me, bring my mic, right? So I'm like, all right. And I was so scared to break the mic that I was like, I'm gonna just put it in my backpack.
Didn't even want to bring it.
Yep.
So I put it in the backpack, and I was like, $100 say they're gonna flag this.
Yep.
I already
Batteries,
know.
all that.
So I'm going, so look, check this out. My bag is going through the thing. It makes it through. I go and grab the bag. The lady yells, hey, get that bag.
No way.
I was like, what? I was like, nah. I grabbed it like, nope, she ain't talking to me. Like, I've never seen them not, come through and then go to the side. I got my joint. She's like, no, grab that. She was like, he got a microphone in his backpack. Test it.
You know what it is.
I said, what? So, mind you, I'm already pissed because when I came up to the thing, the lady, and now we'll get to TSA, what in the world is wrong? What in the world happened in your life to make you so angry? To my TSA individuals, like what? Listen, zoom in. Bro, what happened? Like,
what happened to your heart?
What was it? Your mother, your father? were you? You know what I'm saying? Did you not get
like
attention as a little kid? And then
Chick-fil-A.
listen, what type of Nazi boot camp are y'all sending these people through to have them be on edge like this? fam, it's 6:30 in the morning. This lady got an attitude with me because I put my shoes in the bin. Now, I told her, I can hear Diddy upstairs say, Listen, Diddy, I told the lady, oh, I don't want to put my shoes just on the belt raw, because that thing is nasty. I just want to put my shoes like that so they stay like that. I said, no shoes in the bin.
Come on.
Takes my shoes out and just plops them down. They fall on the side. These shoes right here, they already white, gray. They fall all on the side. Then she like, put your phone in your bag. So I'm like, all right. So my shoes come through, like one shoe come through like 4 minutes before the other one. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm pissed. I get on the side. Now they done grab. I'm arguing with the other lady about my bag. Right. Now she done came around to the thing. Now she getting ready to do the whole. She gonna look
your bag.
And I got a new bag. It got 1,000 zippers.
All right.
Soon as she opened my bag, my phone fly out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I guess you mad at me because your phone fell.
She knew.
I said.
She knew.
I said. Wow. And so the phone right there. Then she come back. When I say she taking her sweet time and going through every single zipper, I'm talking about a little bitty zipper. Then get done with the whole thing. Talking about, now I got to test your microphone. I said, test it for what? She was like, I don't know.
Sound check. I was gonna say check 1, 2. Sound check. I got to
So now she done ran some invisible powder over my mic. I'm like, boy, you know this ain't doing nothing. You know this ain't doing nothing. Meanwhile, 3 people done snuck past here with guns, pistols, all kind of
I'm
stuff.
talking all kind of stuff.
No, you ain't catching the real bad guys. And so I just really want to know, like, TSA, like, if somebody from TSA is watching this, like, do they just feed y'all like hot peppers and hot sauce?
Well, you know what? I need to be quiet.
As soon as you get there, they just give you like
I was gonna
dog
say
food, like Cujo. Like, what in the hell is going on with Diddy? What is it?
I was going to say they cool
What
in
is
Detroit, but then they cool with me in Atlanta too, but it's different. I'm not,
I don't have celebrity treatment when I go.
You're right.
Yeah, they don't. They know you. They don't know me.
Because I'm thinking because Detroit is cool. Like, I don't have no problems with Detroit. TSA, they don't be on nothing.
Actually, it's normal. What you're experiencing is normal.
Okay.
You guys have just been 360. Y'all been diamond, Delta, platinum, Wakanda forever.
Keep talking. No, you making sense. Keep talking.
Wakanda forever. I mean, the two of y'all riding up on runways and Porsches.
Welcome back to Earth.
Bro.
I was in the trenches today.
CJ is a Delta lounge connoisseur. He be in there tasting food, nibbling on it like this is, dog, y'all spoiled.
Okay, that's what it is.
See, I'm still blue collar. I still, look, I have blue on right now. I'm still 9 to 5. I still remember what it's like getting on Southwest and getting on early because I thought that was first class.
You was an A-list?
I used to get on early. I get early just so I can sit in the front row. I'm in first class.
Easy jet.
But okay, I got you. But what is wrong? Like, what did they do? What did TSA, like, why?
Normal.
Do they teach you to be on edge? Like,
because you protecting, serve and protecting. You can't be.
But police officers are too, and they, like, Mom, when you was a cop, you wasn't out there just beast
are,
mode.
But when I was a cop, I was like you with your flights, 360. I didn't need to be there. I already had that, so I was happy. I was just a good cop, and I was just like, hey, how you doing, man? Everything good? So, but you got a lot of cops that's not 360.
Yeah.
They got to wait line for an hour, you know.
Are they Southwest elites?
Not even elite, bro. They just Southwest. They Group C.
Group C. Oh, Group C, you sit in the middle.
Border zone up.
You sit in the middle.
You sitting up like this.
Oh, you sit in the middle.
The chair don't even recline.
Oh, you sit in the middle.
So you're not going to be happy, dog.
Yeah.
So they not happy, bro. Everybody not happy,
and
man.
you might
Group
not get
C?
a snack all the way in the back.
But look, okay, I got you.
You get a little peanut butter.
I'm just like, again, why the edge is crazy. I'm talking about why it's early. You just got to work.
Ma just told you they don't have Group C.
First off, they don't want to be there, right?
Yeah.
It's early. You just said that. So they woke up, got to go to work.
But we all in this together.
And then now
Can
you
we
got
all
this-
just get along? Shout out to riding the kid.
Bro, imagine.
Next time I'm in the airport, I'm going to just please.
Imagine going to work, man, and here it
print
is.
shirts.
You got to be here all day. You got to deal with people, and then you got this
word
guy
of-
come
yeah,
over here,
coming in.
and then he
About
don't want to
10
put
hours.
his shoes.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
And truthfully, Maul, 90% of the people ready to go there with them anyway.
Oh, yeah, no. I get that. But I'm saying, like, I I don't feel like it should be that level of edge that early. I don't feel
Hey,
like
if you're a supervisor and you hear this, we want to come in and do some training.
Yeah, no.
fact.
Yeah.
I
Consulting
feel y'all,
work.
Because
man.
you gotta
I feel
be-
you gotta deal with these people every day at work, man. Look, man, go ahead. You gotta look. It was the rules, ma'am. You was just saying the rules, and the rules was put your shoes on the
But
conveyor
that
belt
ain't the
and
rules.
not the bin.
I done been
It was
through
her rules.
Exactly.
But you haven't been
That's
through
my
clear,
part.
though.
That's my problem.
You haven't been through clear non-TSA. You have been on the other side, so you weren't accustomed
When's
to
the last time you ever took your shoes off? See, I fly
Yeah,
with
you
you
weren't
everywhere.
accustomed
It's been
to
a
that.
minute.
It's been a minute, so,
And so you
that
had
might
that.
be the rules.
You had
now.
a spirit about you
That's
that you didn't even
100%.
know.
I'm gonna tell you, if I gotta
So
take
that's-
my shoes off,
Yeah.
now like I feel
Yeah,
something
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what are
so
we doing?
Is it a rule that you have to put your shoes in the bin?
It's whatever they tell you, whoever's
they in
right
charge.
there.
And that's my problem. Okay, so here go another problem I got. Y'all system is all flawed. Now I done rolled through there with my scissors in my little beard scissors in there a million times. Now all of a sudden, boom, your scissors flagged. They ain't flagged the last 75 times I rode through here. Now they done flagged today.
Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
Y'all just in there guessing. You don't know what you're doing. So if it was a universal system, sometimes you got to take your laptop out the bag. Sometimes you leave your laptop.
Well, the system might be the system. It might be
the system is no system.
It's not flawed, but you might have like a flight attendant. I ain't really on it. Like I ain't on the rules like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like let my man go.
Oh, yeah, let my man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Individual.
But then the air traffic controller, she want to go by every single rule in the book.
Yeah.
And so she called you out. So it might have been I did see your gun. I just didn't want you to go to jail. So I let that sucker ride.
He over there in the corner like my man.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, you got your put your strap up.
Put your strap up. You go to
Cover
jail.
that up.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. See.
Oh yeah, no, but I just want to say,
Depends, bro.
there was an article that came out a few years ago. I just wanted to let y'all know, and I'm only saying this because y'all need us to come in there and train y'all. After investigators said a gun smuggling operation run by an airlines employee was busted, they did a whole check to see. TSA misses 95% of weapons in undercover operation.
But they catch shoes.
But you want to test my mic. Oh. Don't test my mic. Let me have my mic.
Because they get to have their guns.
Bruh, I'm just like, man, it's just, okay, so brings me to my next point.
Come on.
I sent it to y'all. You know, Atlanta is building a luxury terminal.
Yes,
You saw that.
I did.
Now, Atlanta's supposed to be building some state-of-the-art luxury terminal for the rich and famous, lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yes.
So it's like 5,000 for a membership, then like 700 every time you go, something like that. Two things. One, I'm trying to figure out, are y'all gonna put all the non-edge TSA workers over there? Like, if these people with a good spirit, are they going to the?
No, they're gonna send you
Because
their
you still
best.
got to go through TSA.
Yeah, they're gonna send you their best though over there.
Okay.
No question.
Not without the attitude.
No, I promise you, they're gonna send you their best.
I'm saying your attitude ain't deterring no criminals. I just want to let you know, if that's your whole thing is like, we look scary, you're not scary. You just look dumb. So, and not all y'all. Shout out to all my TSA workers doing God's work and just with
Okay,
positive
you better
spirit.
fix it up because they're gonna see you
No,
when you
because I'm saying, Grand
Because
Rapids,
I love y'all. I know your pain. I remember what it was like
Right.
going to
No,
work
Grand
every
Rapids
single
got-
day.
I'm with
This
Maul.
man ain't never worked a 9 to 5 day. Look, when Jamal King, the 95 million that come your way, look, show love. I love y'all.
100%.
And I appreciate y'all.
They're about
If y'all
to-
see me with him,
They're about to mark
Don't-
you off
don't-
this
we ain't
podcast.
together.
I'm about to get flagged every time.
Every single time.
They about to be like, light him up.
Hey, we gonna have to put CJ on
Flag
train
on the
after
flag.
this.
Gotta get on the
episode.
plane tomorrow.
I did
My
see
bad,
that
y'all.
though, and I was like, I don't know, Marla, I don't know how I feel about going to the celebrity boy.
I feel fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel fantastic.
Why? Give us your reasoning.
I don't
E.
be feeling safe for you when you be in a regular thing, dog.
See, for me, the regular boy, I just feel like, you know, we owe it to the people that blew us up not to separate ourselves from them. You know, they get
Not at the
inspired by,
airport.
they get
Not at the
inspired when they
airport.
see us, Maul. They get inspired. They like, yo, bro, I watch you all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you changed my life.
Yeah.
And they get that opportunity
Keep
to
watching.
do that. You feel what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying? Keep watching.
Whereas if you always hiding from the people, they don't get a chance to really meet you in the flesh.
Nobody's hiding, E, but it's like, I just,
Why you
it's
hiding?
more
You going to
efficient.
the other
But I
one.
will say this.
You're hiding.
I will say this, though.
Intentionally, you're going to be,
But let
you're
me say
going
this.
there so you can avoid
Correct.
the everyday
Then they got
person.
spas and salons. But the only thing
Yeah.
I was thinking for real is, if I already live in Atlanta,
Right.
I don't really know how that's going to be advantageous because I don't have no layover, right? Like I'm in Atlanta, so if I land, I'm going home.
Right.
I'm never gonna get to the airport early enough to get a whole spa experience. So you really it's just for the TSA, which I am willing to pay for.
If the TSA.
Homegirl today.
Nobody said that.
So she not over there.
Homegirl today, there's no way possible she going. If I got over to the new terminal and see her over there, refund my membership right now. Send me back to the hood.
I heard you on your little podcast.
That you don't like my
She was like, I heard
ways
you on your
where
little
can
podcast.
Send them back
With your
in
microphone,
30
Mr. Funny
days.
Man.
Yeah, see, you might have messed it up for
All of us.
Yeah,
Man,
my
messed
bad,
it
y'all.
up.
I might have to cut that part out, man, because I travel with him a lot. So
I'm
I ain't trying to
speaking.
get-
Listen, I'm speaking for all the people who just want to go to the airport, lay their stuff on the belt, and walk through like normal citizens.
But it wasn't her fault that you came over to her side. You had never come over there before. You was JV. You was varsity, but you went over to
Went back to
JV
JV.
because you didn't have your jersey.
That's
You
crazy.
didn't have your right jersey.
Clear, and a lot of people, now the clip that they put out for Instagram didn't have Maul clip in there talking about how he left his family at the security check.
You see how he bringing up old stuff?
No,
I
I'm
didn't
saying,
leave
no, I
my
just-
family at the
No, it
security
didn't
Took your
have-
check.
son with the
I
bathroom.
took my son
to the
to
bathroom.
the bathroom.
That's what I
And your
meant.
daughter and wife went with the girls.
with their
Yeah.
mother-in-law.
Stayed
Yeah,
with the girl.
they was together. So, yeah.
Stayed. But anyway, I was saying, listen, and everybody was making me feel like a bad guy, hitting me up like, oh, that was foul. See, you can't be leaving people. Fam, do y'all know how much it costs for like the year?
Yeah, for real.
Fam, it's like, clear is like $200 for like 5 years or something.
Literally.
Global entry bot, the most expensive one, that might be like $250 or something for like 10 years. I think pre-check about $20 by now. It's like, fam, if you don't go get the clearances, that's on you. You don't need to be flying if you can't afford the extra 60 for pre-check. Just go on and quit flying. Just drive. Take the Greyhound. So anybody who with me from now on, just understand you need all the
getting less.
clearances.
Yeah.
Just
If you
get
don't got
all
them
of
all.
it. Just get everything. Because we don't got time to be dealing with the attitude. But like I said, I just thought it was funny because, wow, I talked a lot of junk, and the very next flight, no pre-check. So
that's
I
it.
think they already on to me.
Yo, they on.
This blew my mind when I found it out. Did you know that over 80% of people are being billed for subscriptions that they forgot about? Seriously, just think about those free trials you signed up for and you never canceled. I remember finding Adventure Academy on my bank statement. Jordan and Jesse were like 4 and 5 or something like that. And they're 7, 8 years old, not using it anymore. And I'm still looking at it, guys. But that's why I'm such a big fan of Rocket Money. Rocket Money is going to change the way that you manage your finances. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and it helps you lower your bills all in one place. Here's the kicker. Most people think they're spending around $80 on subscriptions, but the reality is it's closer to $200. It's so easy to lose track when you're signed up for multiple streaming services, free trials you never use, and then so much more. But fear not, because Rocket Money makes it a breeze to cancel the subscriptions you don't want. No more annoying customer service calls or endless emails. With Rocket Money, you're in control. And get this, Rocket Money can even negotiate your bills down by up to 20%. Just snap a pic of your bill and they'll handle the rest. Plus, it helps you keep tabs on all your expenses. It recommends budgets tailored to your spending history, and it sends you alerts when you're reaching your spending limits. Picture this. With over 3 million users and counting, Rocket Money has already saved people an average of $720 a year. So if you're tired of throwing away money on things that you don't use, it's time to take action. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/S, the number 2S. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/S2S. rocketmoney.com/S2S.
All right, so what was we going to talk about? Oh, so I'll, of course, when we come back here to Michigan and do the pod, we stay with my folks, right? And this summer, I stayed there an extended period of time, and my job is to be on the phone all day, right? Like just calls and Zooms and whatever. And I was on the phone just doing just handling business like I always do. Now, we only got my parents ain't got a huge crib. It's one level, you there, whatever. And so I was on the phone and my mom was like, yeah, me and my mom joked, but like, she was like trying to take a little dig, but like being silly, but half being serious. And she was just like, boy, for as great a businessman you are, you got more problems than anybody. I was like, what? I didn't even know what she was talking about. I was like, Mom, what you talking about? She was like, well, every time I hear you on the phone, it's like you're going off and something wrong and you're fixing this and you're fixing that. If you such a good businessman, why your stuff always going wrong?
I love it.
And I was like, wow. I was like, now my mom is, you talking about 9 to 5. My mom could.
Millionaire.
In the dictionary.
Poster child.
Oh, listen. My mom make Maul look like entrepreneur of the decade for his whole life instead of having a 9 to 5. She really about that 9 to 5 life. And with that, you know, you go to work, it's a system, you go home, you know, it's kind of straightforward. And when she said like, yeah, it's like you always got problems. I looked at her and I was like, yeah. I was like, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I realized, and I was trying to explain to her.
No question.
That's the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the game.
That's why you get paid.
And I was like, and she was like, really? And I was like, yo, it's so crazy because like I hear it in every walk of life, right? You hear with real estate. I was talking to, shout out to Jamil. He was like, he was telling me, he was like, yo, you go through, you think, all right, cool, this is exactly what Mar said to do. But then if the permitting office is a month late, now you finna die because that's an uncontrolled variable.
Yep.
And so what happens is, as we look at success, right? We have our vision boards.
Yep.
We have, if I do A, B, C, D, E, then everything else just falls in line.
Yep.
And I was trying to explain to my mom that it never goes right. I'm really trying to figure out a time in my entrepreneurial journey, and Carl, you've been with me the whole time, Maul, you've been with us for a long time now, where everything just went perfect. Like, I was really trying to explain that to somebody because somebody was like, oh, why you dealing with this person? You need to leave them and go with a new person. And I was like, careful. At least I know what their problems are.
Exactly.
I'm just being real.
The devil I know.
I'm just being real. Like, no, they not perfect, but I know what they flaws are, and they flaws don't involve stealing or like anything character-wise. It might just be some execution stuff here or there, but it's like, I think people get discouraged with entrepreneurship. Say you about to open, you got a juice business, right? You about to open a juice business, and all of a sudden you done signed the lease, did all of this, boom, and the person sell the building and tell you got to. That's part of it. And so people will say like, yeah, what happened to your juice business? Oh man, they sold the building and I couldn't. It's like, yo, what if you went into it knowing that that's a part of it?
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain it to my mom, and it really wasn't. I still don't think it clicked for her that, yo, this is part of the game. Like this is the deal. Like, not having everything streamlined and just go perfect is the new perfect. Like, this is my perfect world of entrepreneurship. I get paid to solve problems. I don't get paid for things to go perfect. I get paid to solve problems because there will inevitably be problems. And I just wanted to bring that to y'all, and y'all pursuit of excellence and success and everything else. I think people would be a lot better off if they understood that it's gonna be some.
No question.
It's gonna be some stuff.
No
I just think on a lower level, and I mean, I'm gonna let you go. But I was just about to say,
you don't want
no. I just 9 to 5 time. Right? It's just do so too. It's just.
I sit in the car with you.
It's just that when
You ever seen neither one of these jokers pass the rock? Now they
What
both
is
want to
happening
pass.
over there? We in a squad cut again.
Right, get your butt out the
Holla
squad
at your
car.
boy.
Y'all in the hole.
Holla at your boy.
No, I was just gonna say, just to add to that, like
You moving further away when you
I'm
did
sorry,
it.
probably.
Okay,
We in the squad car.
They in the car.
I'm gonna you the driver today.
All right, I'm just saying you went too far away.
Y'all in London.
right. But no, I was just gonna say your 9 to 5ers, they don't understand. A lot of times they will say that, right? Like, Mom, she's speaking from her perspective, right?
Yeah.
But what she doesn't realize is that there's problems in everything that we do, right? Like you said. But what most 9 to 5ers don't realize is that you are one of the solutions to the problem.
Yeah.
That's why I hired you, because you are one of the solutions to the problem that we as CEOs have. The only difference is that normally a 9 to 5er would never get a chance to hear the problems that start up top. with the CEO. So she just happened to have a son that's a CEO. So she's hearing the problems and not realizing that you are one of the solutions. You know, that's why we pay you to go to work every day. That's why they pay us to go to work. I'm speaking from a 9 to 5 standpoint. And so that was just the point I was going to say. Like, they don't see that from that, perspective.
Yeah, and E, maybe you can speak to it, and Carl, but the most underrated aspect of becoming a millionaire, becoming successful, anything else, is your ability to deal with adversity. Like, I really think that. Like, I just look at how many people got talent, how many people got great ideas, they cannot deal with the adversity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hear people all the time, like, complain, oh, this ain't happening, this ain't happening, this ain't happening. And I'm like, oh, you felt like this was, like, this is, like, you're frustrated because you think it's supposed to go right.
Yeah.
So I don't even, like, bro, I promise you, I don't even get frustrated anymore because, and I don't know if that's like, I'm not trying to, like, maybe you might hear it and be like, oh, see, like, looking for problems or whatever, but it's just like, I know something's gonna go wrong. I know that, like, we have an event, right? Let's just say we have an event. I know that it's a possibility some kind of way the scanner ain't working at the front. And now everybody in line pissed, and they've been in line too long because for whatever reason, the tickets ain't beeping and the iPad stopped working and the Wi-Fi and the whole joint went out.
No question.
You got people that's ready to throw themselves off the top of the building, and you got people who go, all right, cool, this is what I get paid for. You know what I'm saying? But like, you go in with that mindset. So either one of y'all can speak to the fact of how do you go in with that mindset but still remain positive. TSA pre-check. Going with the mindset that things could be wrong here, but I still need to stay in a framework of fix it and how that is the big payoff in the end anyway.
This episode of the S2S podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. In today's fast-paced world where life seems to have hit the fast-forward button, we're all juggling a whirlwind of decisions from work to relationships to family, and let's be real, sometimes those decisions can feel like you're trying to navigate through a maze in the dark. You know, there's this saying, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. How true is that? Sometimes in the middle of all this hustle, we come across those moments where the path ahead isn't crystal clear. We've all been there, facing tough choices that keep us awake at night. But here's a thought. There are times when we should reach out for help instead of trying to brave it alone. Enter therapy, the powerful tool that equips us with positive coping skills, helps us set those much needed boundaries, and empowers us to be the best version of ourselves. And guess what? Therapy's not just for those who faced a major traumatic event. So here's the scoop. If you're considering taking the step toward therapy, I've got a game changer for you. BetterHelp. With life's crazy pace, BetterHelp is your partner on this journey to self-improvement. Picture this. A therapy process that's fully online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and customized to your schedule, and it starts with just you filling out a simple questionnaire. BetterHelp's magic then matches you with a licensed therapist who's right for you. And the best part? If you feel like switching things up, you can switch therapists at any time and it won't cost you a dime more. Don't wait to make that decision. If you're considering therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? Take advantage of their seamless process, perfectly tailored for your busy life. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/success today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/success.
Yeah, I said this, weekend, in the sermon, you got Dave looking at a giant, and then you got Israel looking at a giant. Mm-hmm. Israel don't want to fool with the giant.
Yeah.
Dave, like, what are we even waiting for? Like, let's go get my man right now. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I broke down was like, there's a strategy to war, or rules to the, and when you really look at it, Dave broke the rules, in that he didn't wait for them to both get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you supposed to come out your tunnel, I'm come out my tunnel, we get in the ring, I announce who you are, you announce, the guy announced you, he announced me, how much you weigh, how much I weigh, what camp they from. That's an order.
Yeah.
And David didn't follow the order. He was just like, we can fight outside the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what we get in the ring for? Like, let's just go, And so I think people who try to avoid problems are trying to avoid problems because somewhere in their spirit, they believe that that's what's best for them. Like, they believe that that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to
Right,
make sure.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you clear. Like there are a group of people looking at Goliath, and they see danger.
Yeah.
They looking at Goliath, and again, I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. Like they're potentially you correct. Like there could be danger in this situation. So they looking at it like, yo, he's a giant. You know, he undefeated. His jacket weigh this much. His javelin weigh this much. Like I weigh this much. I'm this tall. Like they're looking at the challenges that are associated with the adversity. Whereas David don't see no challenges associated with it. Like all he sees is me getting rid of you is really gonna solve the problem. That's what he's looking at. He's looking at like, yo, as the problem, you are destroying, disrupting, like the peace that and the success we supposed to be having as Israelites. Like we supposed to be eating, singing, enjoying our families.
Right.
And all y'all are at war. You ain't even at the crib. Like I gotta come and bring y'all lunch because y'all training for this fight. So y'all not even where y'all supposed to be. You're not there for your wives, for your family. You're not there for the village. You know what I'm saying? So David looked at it as this problem is a problem.
Yeah.
Like this problem is stopping us from being productive. It's stopping us from being prosperous. So he's the opposite. He's looking at it like, yo, I gotta solve this to solve this. You know what I'm saying? Math. I gotta solve this to solve this. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the other people are looking at it like, yo, by challenging you, that could destroy everything. And it's just like, wow, if you really looked at it, you already destroyed. You're already not where you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to do. Your family is not their family not where they supposed. Your family's already disrupted. Your wife, your kid, everybody already disrupted. But you're so paralyzed by the potential of what could happen with you approaching Goliath that you like, I'm good. I'm not doing nothing. And so that's just the difference. You know what I'm saying? Again, David is looking at it like, man, if we don't do something about you, everything, our religion, our rights, everything is destroyed. So let me hurry up and not take you out as quick as I can. And the reason why we know this to be true, and we've all heard this for those of us who've heard the story of David and Goliath, is that David not only kills him, but cuts his head off and shows his head to all the other, I don't even remember who they were. Like, I don't remember what. The Philistines. So he's showing everybody, like, now I want to show you the challenge. You feel me? Like, I need y'all to understand the challenge y'all about to have if y'all retaliate. It's about to go down. You feel me? And so now they are, bruh, if you look at it, you read it, a couple minutes ago, that camp was the most confident camp in the land. They was like, we got Goliath. Like, we don't have no problems. But once David killed Goliath and then showed his head, now they running. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it just depends on how you see the problem, bro. And of course, some kind of way, CJ, you see the challenge as paying our bills. You see it as giving us the lifestyle we want, living on the left side.
Taking
That's
care
how
of
you
more
see it.
people.
You see it taking care of more people. That's how you see it. Whereas the other person doesn't. They looking at all the potential things that could go wrong.
Hey, I hate to be Captain Obvious, but like sometimes I sit now and I'm realizing I'm 43, y'all. So I'm putting myself in the wise category.
43.
I'm putting myself in the wise category, not all wise, right? And we say things and we hear things our whole lives. And I'm gonna just read something. I don't want to mess it up. Everybody know it. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. It ain't nothing possible for me to do that's just a thunderstorm outside. I can't do nothing about that. Maybe go inside and sit down somewhere. Courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Bruh, like we ain't gotta be deep about this. Can you do something about it or can you not? And I want you to really, really like look at it like, yo, is there something that I can do? I don't care where I'm working. Is there something I can do to make this thing better? If that's a yes, and I'm saying sit and think. Don't just like, I don't know what I could. No, sit and think. If it's something you can do, do it. If it's something out of your control and you can't do nothing about, then there ain't nothing for you to think about. So I'm just saying, like, sometimes I think we get so deep into it, it's going to be something, I don't care what it is you get into, like to your point, from the beginning. I don't care what it is, bro. Like a kid learning to walk, you're gonna fall a couple times. Life is a contact sport. Everything you do in life, you're gonna get some kind of hit. Can you do something about it or can you not? End the story.
And do you want to do something
I
about
was about saying, do you got the courage
it? Yeah,
to
do you want to do something about it?
Do you want to?
So I don't, again, we say our parents, and I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
But,
Don't send it to them. They don't watch it anyway.
Okay,
It should be y'all.
Right.
Y'all be, hey, did you see what he said about it? Stop that.
Yeah,
stop
doing
that. Don't do that.
So,
My parents watch.
oh, they
Yeah,
watch.
your parents. But you ain't, you ain't.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna be doing all that. Going back. They're not gonna be. They're not gonna be.
gonna
challenging that.
That could mean he might have to.
No,
He might have to take a walk.
Yeah, right.
So he let Mama T get up in that joint. She like, now I heard the podcast.
Yeah.
Mama T been going in too.
Yeah, she has
on social media.
Yeah, no, she doing her thing. E.T.'s mom at Instagram. E.T.'s mom.
There you go.
Parental
Say it louder, say it
discretion is
louder.
advised.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Explicit lyrics.
It's a different
like an
brand.
Eazy-E album.
It's a different brand.
Put that
for sure.
parental control
Oh
on
no,
your parents.
it's definitely a different
Oh, yeah.
brand.
Parental control on your
Do
Yeah.
not go there
Oh, yeah,
thinking
right.
like she E.T.
Yeah.
She not.
Yeah.
She cutthroat. She real.
Yeah. So we had a discussion about, the children, where they live, what it costs or whatever. And I was just, it's funny, Maul,
children? I'm
because
sorry, what?
Jalen.
Oh,
Jalen
yeah.
is
You having that conversation with your mom?
yeah, she was
Okay,
just, they was at the house, Jalen's apartment. It was like, how much?
yeah.
How much this cost?
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, when you are with giant slayers, it's just a different vocabulary. Yeah. It's a different conversation. I never even thought about, I never thought about what it costs.
Wow.
I always thought, what would it cost for them not to live the way they're supposed to live?
Yeah.
I never thought about how much something costs.
And that's generation.
I'm thinking, if you don't have the things that you need, what is it gonna cost you emotionally and mentally? And I can pay whatever the thing is. Jada, I can pay whatever, but what does it cost for Jada not to have a purpose? What does that cost for her not to know what she's supposed to be doing in life? What does that cost? You feel me? So it's like, I can't pay for whatever that is. You running around, don't know your dreams, your goals. Now you're gonna attract the wrong people. You're gonna be doing the wrong stuff because you're trying to find yourself. So for my daughter, it's like whatever. For my son, it's like, so when my mom asked me, it was weird because I was like, I don't even think like that. I don't think how much stuff costs. I think, what do I have to do to make sure I take care of what I need to take care of? I just want y'all to understand what I'm saying. Like, that I'm a father. And as a father, there's certain responsibilities I have that I have to tell my children all the time. Like, look, bro, don't get it twisted. I'm not telling y'all that y'all don't have to do nothing, but whatever you have to do, that's for the next generation.
Yep.
Like, that don't got nothing to do with me. You need to do whatever you need to do for the next generation. You're my responsibility. Like, I brought you into this world. So I know what that means for me. Now, whatever that means for your mom, that's between you and your mom. I got to answer to God. When I read my Bible, when I go for a walk and talk with God, I know specifically what he's telling me I need to do for mine. And the last thing that I need to do is not do what I'm supposed to do because of economics. Like, that's the easy, bruh, I'm just being real. I know this is hard for people to believe, and I know CJ always tease, but making money is the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
That's low hanging fruit.
Bro, it's the easiest thing I can do. You talk about getting on one accord with my wife, bro, I don't even know what the formula is for that. I know the formula for money. Like, I know it's the easiest formula.
You care to weigh in on that?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. CJ said it. Having a company and COVID hit and saying, I'm gonna make sure my staff eat.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting don't nobody gotta worry about COVID. Whatever your concerns are, they ain't money. We're gonna make sure everybody still eat. Everybody gonna still have health insurance. We're not gonna have none of those problems. But do you know how difficult it is to get the team to be on one accord? I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, bro, I gotta do a whole training on why are you dogging somebody out? Like, why would you think you tattling on somebody or you showing somebody else's flaws? Like, how you think that's gonna help us as a team?
Hey, Tamisha said that one time, and I'll just share this real quick. You don't lose your thought. But a family member was telling Tamisha, like, yo, I can't believe another family member did that. And Tamisha was like, yo, hold up. Because you probably could have this conversation with them about me. So I don't even want to hear it no more. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's deep. Like, I don't even want to hear it, because this quickly, did you saying it about me? Bro, that means you could be saying this about me to somebody else. So anyway.
I'm just saying. So for me, money is the easiest thing to make. So I never go into something looking at Goliath. I go into it looking at Jalen and Jada. I don't care how big he is. I don't care how big MS is.
Yep.
You're not about to come in and destroy our happiness. You're not about to put me in a situation where I got these dreams and goals of what our marriage is supposed to look like. And you understand what I'm saying? I don't care what my kids go through. So I just can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I agree. So let's talk about perspective now and how much perspective plays into how you handle that information, right? Because there's a lot of people out there, you got this woe is me attitude, right? And I think, like I said, when you come into it with expectations that this finna be a breeze, right? Like you come in like, as long as everything goes perfect, I'm good. How did you get to the point where you take that mentality? I understand focusing on your why, but I really think there are people who like don't understand that, okay, Jeremy said something that his grandmother told him. You remember what he said?
Yes.
She said, don't be so conceited in your sin. And that killed me, because I was like, dang, like don't be so conceited in your sin. But also, don't be so conceited in your challenges. Like you really think you're the only one that got to deal with. It's like, dog, you don't know what people are dealing with. So there's somebody who made their ever-loving dreams come true. They driving the car they want to drive. They taking a vacation they want to take. They living in the house they want to live on. And they had the exact same problems you had. The difference is how how they executed on those problems, like you said, slaying Goliath. But two, I think there's also a component of how they viewed the problem in the first place, or the perspective that they carried into this.
I said it on Saturday. Everybody who can't kill Goliath is on self. Like anybody,
slow down with
that. Anybody who can't execute, your focus is the wrong focus. You focus on yourself. I just told you, I saw Goliath. Bro, I promise you, at 22, Goliath probably would have been shaking in my pants. Once I had Jalen, I'm like, nigga, I don't care who, I don't care what giant you are.
You shifted. Your why took over the fear.
It took over me focusing on me.
Right.
It took over me focusing on me. So I fight Goliath. He killed me. Okay, maybe, but I can't let him kill my son. I can't let him kill my daughter. My daughter, bro, as strong as tough as she is. When I'm with Jada and we making moves, like Jada really do believe, like my father gonna be there for me. Like she really believe in her mind as an adult child that if something pop off, my father ain't gonna run. He gonna try to protect me. He ain't gonna be like, hey Jada, meet me on 8th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? My daughter really believe, my dad gonna jump in and he gonna do whatever he gotta do. I don't know if he gonna win, but he not gonna leave me out here to fend for myself, right? And so when you look at Goliath and you go, me, or this is happening to me, me, of course you're gonna lose, because now you're focusing on yourself. But when you start focusing on others and you start focusing on, I can't let Goliath kill this person. I can't let him kill my family. I gotta take my man out before he take me out. And that's just how I see it. You feel me? But when I was about E.T., I was homeless. Oh, why my daddy wasn't in my life? I was homeless. Or why my mom got pregnant at 17? Or why I got a curfew? Or why does my mama treat me like this? Or why I can't have the same shoes? Everybody, me. And once you go with me, you're a loser. And I tell people this all the time. People always want to talk about all these sins. Satan's greatest characteristic is he's selfish. That's what make Lucifer Lucifer. That's what make him Lucifer. He was about self. He was in heaven, had the greatest role you could have in heaven, and that wasn't enough for him. Why? Because it was always about him. Why I can't get this, and why I ain't in there, and why I ain't. So, bro, I'm telling you, you want to be defeated in life? Just go look in the mirror and go, why me? Why this? Why this? Why that? Bro, they put out a clip today. I can't lie. I never put out no clips. They put out a clip today, and I said, Jalen came up with a construct for youth called Play Your Hand. And that's just been my message. And I was like, I was terrible in life because I was like, why my mama, why my daddy wasn't in my life? Didn't even realize, Ma, this was my hand. This is my hand,
You had the
bruh.
big joker the whole time.
I had the big joker the whole time. But I'm in CJ hand. Oh, CJ dad went to every football game. Carl dad was there for them. Went to Maul had his dad police officer. He police all the time, police officer. My daddy wasn't in my life. Bruh, I was looking at your hand saying, I must be messed up. I must not be important. I must not be as smart. I must not be, because I'm looking at your hand. And then one day I woke up and was like, yo, bruh, it don't even really matter what hand you have. Why? Because nobody gets to see your hand. It don't matter what hand you have. Nobody gets to see your hand. You're not playing hand. How many people had a Boston, but they didn't run to Boston because my man told them. He counting his book. I know. He got that. You bet not play that. I bet you. And he made him play. Bro, you better play that. And he made him pull out that big joker when, bro, he ain't even had nothing in his hand. But he was the last one to throw it. And he telling you, bro, I promise you, when you come here, you better come stronger. And now you playing your hand based on him telling you what you need instead of playing your hand and counting the books. You should have just counted the books. It ain't no way my man got. Because I watched what he put out before. And if he had that before, he would have led. He would have led with a spade. But when it was time for spade, he didn't lead with it. So he must not have a. Because if you really got it, you coming out with them to take whatever's in somebody's hand. And so it's like, God was like, why you studying other people's hand? Why you worried about what's in C hand, Maul hand, Carl hand? You got a hand, play your hand. Then when I started realizing like, yo, my father wasn't in my life. You know how many other kids didn't have their daddy in their life? When you walk into this room, you actually about to be the majority. The dude that got his father in his life is the majority. Bro, you about to go in here and kill it as a speaker. Teenage mom? Oh,
that was my main problem when I started speaking. Candace's mother was on drugs. Eve was homeless high school dropout. I was like,
no, literally, I'm listening, thinking like, yo, we so dumb because I'm looking at your hand like, man, if I had, I ain't want no part of E's hand, but in my mind, like, if I had E's hand, bro, I could get up here and murder it.
You feel me? So it's like, bro, you want the hand that you were dealt. So when I look at Goliath, I see Goliath as, oh, wow, all my blessings is on the other side of you. Oh, I'm about to take you out. All my blessings is on the other side of dealing with this giant and getting on the other side of the giant. Because as soon as David slayed Goliath, next thing we know, he about to be king. He was never going to be king at the sheep boy, tending to the sheep. You never had an opportunity. Didn't nobody even know who you were.
Right.
So the giant
it's in the challenge
it's in the challenge. So every challenge you run from, you're literally running from the left side of the menu, Maul.
And you gotta be prepared for the challenge, though.
You do.
You gotta be prepared. David didn't just show up. Like, he was prepared, he was ready, he had that courage, he was willing and able. And that's a lot of people, though. They not prepared for it, bro. They can't. Yeah, and they're not prepared for it.
Here's the biggest thing I hear from young adults. I'm behind. That's the biggest thing I hear when I'm on the road talking to these kids. That's the biggest thing. I'm like, behind what?
Behind what?
What you don't realize is, because you don't get to see it, it's the Olive Garden that blew me up. Bro, I just spoke to 7,000 people. I'm 52 years old. I just spoke to 7,000 teachers and principals. Hear what I'm saying to you. If we were going to judge Eric off for the 7,000, I wouldn't be doping to last Thursday. Is when I spoke to the 7,000. That's not when God didn't elevate me. God elevated me when I was teaching the GED program. God elevated me when I was the bus boy at Olive Garden. God elevated me when I was painting my man had bought a used building for tires, and I had to paint the concrete yellow.
Let me find you who was out there karate.
I was karate. But I'm saying everybody hate the washing the car. Everybody hate painting the fence. Everybody want to go straight to karate, bro.
Teach me karate, bro.
Everybody want to go straight to karate, then piss when they don't know karate. It was like, bro, I tried to teach you karate when I was telling you to paint. But painting is beneath you. I tried to teach you karate when I told you to wash the car, but washing the car is beneath you. Bruh, that's when we getting ready for Goliath. So whatever the things that we think are little or whatever, those things. And here's the thing I love about washing the car and painting the fence. What young people don't realize is it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get it, but the sooner you get it, it's yours forever. You can't take speaking from me. It's mine forever. I didn't start here. I started in the GD program. I started at the Bell Tower Ministry when 3 or 4 people was there. This is where I started. So I dealt with the bear, the lion. I dealt with that. Then when Goliath came, I was ready. So, bro, I'm just telling y'all, when I see a challenge, I don't see it as a challenge. I see it as this joke about to give me bonus points. I'm about to be on the left side. I'm about to eat.
Me and Korshawn was just talking before the episode, and we were saying what's funny is that we so selfish that we think the story is for us. Like, we so selfish that you think that, man, because your dad wasn't there or whatever's going on, you think it's about you. And just to your point, I just got an email where somebody responded to the book and said, bro, you wrote my autobiography.
That's crazy.
Bruh, and that's the second person this weekend that said those exact words. Bro, I read your story and it was my life.
Wow.
And I'm sitting here like, yo, you know how long, I'm sitting here thinking, what's wrong with me? Why I can't do this and why I can't do that? And the reality is, everything that I am doing, everything that God allowed to happen is for me to help deliver somebody else that's going through it. And hopefully before they get to my age, so they can have a longer time. But hey, God, you and God work out your time. Time ain't important. The process is not even for you. You always talk about, what am I leaving behind? Bruh, I'm leaving the mindset now of like, yo, what God intended for me to have, I'm going to have.
Absolutely.
That's the mindset. Period. So I don't care what it looks like right now. Bruh, get your song, get your playlist. I feel sometimes like this podcast is just like the same thing every week. It's called The Secret to Success. The secret to success is like, yo, be patient. Like, I'm not trying to be deep. Like, we're not coming saying a whole new message every week. Y'all got to apply the little things. Like, yo, be patient. Crush that little task that you got right now. Be comfortable with yourself. Because you, like he just said, you get through them three little stages and everything else is on the other side of that.
Open.
Everything.
But if you whining, doing the wax on, wax off, and he was Mr. Miyagi, you ain't teaching me nothing. What do you even know that you're supposed to be taught?
You turning me into your slave.
I'm just saying, you ain't never fought a giant before. What do you know what it takes? But you know what it takes? You looking at everybody else, what they doing, and you thinking, I'm behind because I'm not doing what they doing. And God is like, nope, I'm preparing you for your time. I just told X, TJ's son, I said, X, let me say something to you, X. You're not your father. You're not your father, bruh. Praise God that your father and your mother, probably more your father, have got you on this football track. But praise God, your parents have been there for you. This is your path. I know, but I'm not D1. I said, what's D1? I said, your brother's in D1, so you looking at yourself and comparing yourself to your brother. I said, no, you got a better deal, bruh. He said, what you mean by that? I said, bruh, you playing for Wayne State. You up the street. I'm going to see you every week. I can't see your brother play. Your brother in Chicago. I love Trey, but I can't get to Chicago. I said, bro, I'm about to see you on the red. I said, in all your games, Grand Rapids, Flint.
Right here.
Right, all your games right here, bro. As soon as I finish preaching, I'm grabbing something to eat. I'm going to come. I said, and here's the deal. I said, because of your situation not going D1, me and you talk way more than me and any of your brothers ever talk. Your D2 situation has put us in a situation that has allowed me and you to have a relationship that I wasn't.
What was Oakwood?
I don't know.
Was Oakwood D2?
Oh, no.
Not available.
Don't play C. I showed C where we on the schedule on ESPN. I showed it to him.
Okay.
We on ESPN, bro.
Shout out to Deion Sanders.
I showed him. No question. But I'm just saying, I told Trey, I told X, I said, here's the deal, X. I don't care how well you do in football. It's a 3-year sport. The average football player
Unless you go Mall Police League.
You can extend it a little
Do
bit.
extra 10.
I'm just saying, who do you know, Maul? How many people can you really count that played football for 10 years? It's not a sport that you can play for 10 years. So I said, here's the deal.
That's how you get a pension. You make it to the league, you get a pension at 3 years.
Bro, I said, here's the deal. Say you make it and you kill the game and you played for 7. You'll be 29 years old. If you want to die at 90, you still got 60 years to go. I said, bro, I don't care how deep football is. You still got 60 years of your life left. Right. So you need to go to school for something other than football in the first place. Yeah. You got blessed. You're not about to go there with no dreams of just, and so we oftentimes look at other people and we look at, well, my brother or my sister or my friend in the, bro, that's their path. That's their journey. That's not your journey. That's not your path. So I just say, bro, look that giant in his face and just know, hey, once I knock you out, the left side, it's just.
And you gotta understand too. You gotta understand too. There, even when you looking that giant in the face, like if you just think about it, man, the giant ain't as big and bad as you thought.
He bleed.
Bruh, he bleed.
He
It's
bleed.
not as, if nothing, I had people tell me before, man, real estate is hard. Oh man, I got a cousin, sister, friend who had a building, man, and them tenants, man, tore that place up, man. Yeah. I heard them giants, bro, when I first got started. Bro, I looked the giant straight in the face, dog.
Yep.
That's how, where you gotta look at them all?
Huh?
Where you gotta look at them?
You gotta look, even if you gotta stand on your chair.
Let's go. Let's go.
You better stand on your chair and look that giant in the face, bro, and look at him and like, bro, you are not as bad as everybody make you out to be. Yeah. Like literally, if I would have listened to those people, dog, I wouldn't be on this stage today. If I would have listened to all them people, bro, and it was all, and then when I come to find out, the people who was telling me this stuff didn't even own real estate.
Had never even fought a giant.
They was renting.
They had never even fought a giant.
They was renting, and they was 3 months
They heard
behind.
about it.
They
was renting, they were 3 months behind. They never rent. And they telling me
about a giant.
my cousin, uncle, brother, sister had a building, and they said
And
that.
he said,
and here it is. I come find out you about to foreclose. The boogeyman don't exist. The giant ain't real, man.
He ain't real.
But people keep putting this security, any daycare centers.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you don't want to do that. Oh, man, people, man, they don't be paying money, man. People this, people that. Bruh, 17 years we celebrating right now.
17.
17. No, most businesses shut down in what? The first?
It's like
Three.
3, I
Well,
think.
no,
They don't make it
3.
to 5.
They don't even make it out. 3 years, bruh.
75% of black-owned business.
Black-owned business out mom and pop, bruh. We 17.
The Negro League. Fast shoe Willie. Fast shoe Willie.
Bruh, we 17 years. I need somebody. Bruh, somebody really hear this. Like, wow. We 7 every time. And we had a pastor was the one that told us that this wasn't gonna succeed.
Yeah.
Man. Because his church didn't succeed.
Absolutely.
And we was taking over his church.
Yeah.
And we turned that to our first daycare center. And so, bruh, you gotta understand that, you know, who even told you that this person is a giant?
Yeah, who said it was a giant?
Who even said it's a giant,
'Cause you
bruh?
compare-
Who was that in the Bible where they said, to our eyes, they were giants?
Joshua
Caleb,
and
I
Joshua
think.
said they good, we good, but them other ones was the ones that was saying they was a giant.
But they were saying in our eyes,
yeah, that's what they were
giant.
saying. Yeah,
Right, but just because in your eyes something is a giant, don't mean that it's really a giant.
absolutely. It's a giant to you.
It's a giant to you, and people will put their inabilities on you. People will sit there and they'll put all of their fears and doubts and worries on you if you let them.
So let's give it the practical. So every giant that you have now and everything that you're hearing, I want you to write 3 things that's the opposite of that. Like everything. So real estate is hard. I want you to write real estate is easy and then give me the reasons why. Give me 3 reasons why. Yeah. Whatever it is. Like, again, because all it is a shift of mindset.
That's all
it's
it
that
is.
simple.
Yeah.
So you hearing it and we understand. It's your culture, it's your family, it's whatever. But now let's start, it could be it's your exposure. That's what it is. So now let's re-expose ourselves and write something different right next to that. And read the other side. Every time you think that, like listen, y'all, I'm not playing. Do some intentional stuff. Write it, whatever the giant is for you, write it on your phone, on a pizza ticket. And every time you think that, stop and read the 3 things that you just wrote. Write 10, read them. Because we got to completely replace that mindset, man. And
then
once you change the mindset, it's a wrap.
I want you to write down how you will benefit once you knock the giant down.
Once you knock it down.
Because once David knocked it down, and this is where's the camera at I need to look at?
Come on.
Let's look at Corshawn.
Listen to me very closely, and I want to tell y'all this. If you are a person who feel like people hating on you or people ain't giving you your respect or, you know, people ain't really whatever, I don't mean no disrespect, but it's probably because you're doing more dreaming and talking than you're doing executing. Once you kill a giant, the Bible says the women came up with a rap song. The women started rapping. This is what the Bible said. They came up with a song, and they would sing. Every time David would show up, the women would sing. Saul killed
his thousands.
David killed his 10,000s. I'm just being real. When you get a GED, you get a 4-year degree of math. Like when you start make real estate real, when you just make folk who ain't never knew nothing about branding, you teach them something and they become Toby, you Carl, and you edit and put the best videos ever on. People treat you differently than when you doing this and when you daydreaming and talking. Kill one giant and see what happens in your life. This is my challenge to you. kill one giant and see how people talk about you differently. See how people treat you differently. Just kill one giant. Just kill one giant in your life. I challenge you to find one thing that you stop talking about, one thing you stop explaining, and one thing that you actually, but when I walked across that stage with my PhD, Tom Izzo was sitting there waiting on me.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. I got a picture with me and Coach Izzo hugging. When I got the GED, I don't know if he would have been there. Are you listening to what I'm saying? I saw Dr. Maybank came out of nowhere, showed me some love. Dr. June was like, a bunch of academic giant slayers was like, come on, put the jacket on. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Put the beige jacket on. Put the patch on. Welcome to the club. So if you're not where you want to be in life, it's because you're talking to the giant or running from the giant. Slay that joker and see how people treat you different.
And I promise you, this is nothing. I sit back and listen to you talk, E. I promise you, if you look at us, each one of us are nothing more than giant slayers.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all, you looking more so at who we are now, what we got and what we doing, but we have all got to this point in our life by slaying giants, bruh. CJ always talk about your gifts should make room for you. No, slaying them giants.
That's what's going to make room for you.
Slaying them giants. That's what's going to bring you in the room with other giant slayers.
Man, that's rich, y'all. That's fantastic. Also, real quick, man, check us out. We are on Patreon.
I wanted to save something before it. I almost wanted to save a little bit, but I said, he don't do that. Don't do that to the people.
No, you good. For those of y'all who, been tapping in already, Carl, get the names. Let's just read some of the names on the Patreon, just that already been tapped in.
Remember when we did that, Carl? We first did the podcast. TGIM.
Absolutely.
We could do
listen,
that.
we just launched the Patreon a little while ago, man. Listen, for those of you who say, yo, I listen to y'all, I rock with y'all, it makes my week go by faster, I listen to y'all in the car. We started a brand new podcast, all right? It's Patreon. We leave here and we go to one of E's cribs and we just have a good time. It's
one of E's cribs.
You know what I'm saying? It's much looser.
Shout out to Aaron, Jay, Candace, Kalon. I got these hands. Kenny, Sharon. Like, we got a whole bunch of people
already
getting in there
pouring
now, man.
But we over there, man. Listen, with Patreon, you're going to get a brand new episode that nobody else gets every Monday.
And we're dropping it on Mondays at 6 p.m.
Monday,
Eastern.
6 o'clock, we're dropping a brand new episode. You also get early access to these episodes. You get discounts on merch, all for the huge price of $7 a month. But it is like your choice of how much you want to put. So shout out to, I got these hands. Yeah. And also one of our other homies put $100 a month. They was just like, yo, y'all blessing me. I'm putting $100 a month. So 7 is the minimum, but all the way up to, $100. So whatever y'all want to do. But we're going to keep this entertainment rolling, this education going. If y'all like how now listen, this is a disclaimer. For those of y'all who don't like me joking, do not come over to the Patreon.
That's not for you.
Do not come over to the Patreon because I'm killing Maul over there. Like, it's bad. Like, on here, we just.
You said joking. I get
you know
it.
What I'm saying?
So that was another joke.
Hey, listen. It's ugly. But, man, we got, we just much looser, man. We over there. Shout out to my wife who came through for an episode.
Strong episode.
Oh, listen. I can't wait till y'all see that one. But go check it out, man. How did they get there?
S2S podcast. So patreon.com/S2S Patreon 120. Sorry, I just said that wrong. Isaiah put it up right. S2S podcast 120, my bad.
Hey, but just download the Patreon app and search Secret to Success. And also, man, I'm like a social media star over there now.
Facts.
I never was doing social like that, but on the Patreon, man, I was out there at the pool with the kids and me and Trey working out. So I've been trying to post a little bit more.
We finally see the one-bedroom shack, y'all.
Yeah, I got the one-bedroom shack on there. Maul got the crib on there. Yep. So y'all check it out, man. We've been posting.
You put the crib on?
He was out on the balcony.
A little soft flex.
Yeah, he was out on the balcony.
Soft flex.
But no, for those of y'all who just did want to say, hey, man, we would like to see some more behind the scenes and stuff y'all talk about, man. I'm about to have Trey jokes on there. Nice. We just been a little bit more.
And we want y'all input. Like, tell us some of the topics y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah, I've been chatting back and forth with people. I'm on there. Like, I'm literally on the Patreon, hitting people, talking to them, people telling me what they want us to talk about. Somebody, shout out to whoever was like, yo, they want to hear more about like business formation and structure, stuff like that. So we're going to get somebody on to talk about that. And but most of all, man, we're just having fun. We're having a good time. Shout out to Jamie, our chef, who come through and cook for us. I think we just got the sign hung up.
The sign
so we
finally
about to
hung.
go over there in a minute and go turn up, man, get some food and have some more conversation. But we breaking down videos. We getting reaction videos. E watching his own, viral moments. So just good stuff. So download the Patreon app and just search Secret to Success. We'll see you over there. Announcements. Anybody else got an announcement?
Organifi.
You got the book.
Oh, the book, man.
Shout out to Organifi.
For real,
Shout out to the book.
I want to thank everybody that, and if I could be honest with y'all, this is a transformational moment for me because y'all know, again, y'all hear us talk, like y'all know who I am. And this is one of these moments where I had to slay a giant.
Yeah.
So I want to shout out to everybody that literally, y'all just went and bought the book. Like, we talked about it, but y'all went and bought the book. And then on top of that, y'all are giving me feedback, and that feedback, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say it here. Let me not even play games with it.
Say it.
I'm planning an event.
Ooh, what? Please say that again.
I'm planning an event. And I'm just saying, this is from y'all feedback. That's why I say I got to say it. Because I'm just letting y'all know the responses that I've gotten show me how selfish I was.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are receiving the words that I thought I was just writing from me, but it's impacting you in a way that I promise y'all I did not know. So now it's just like, okay, you got to take this to another level. So stand by for more, man, but just shout out to y'all for real.
Yep, and E got a book coming out.
At the bottom.
Yes. Watch the foundation ad at the end of the pod. We got a foundation ad coming up on the end of the pod, so make sure you watch that as well. Y'all already know we're doing big things with the foundation, so stay tuned for that. Also, E has a devotional book.
Yeah, it's coming out at the end of the year for the new year.
Yeah,
UOU 365.
Every day. Somebody's giving a principle every day?
Every day.
Come on,
UOU 365.
Yeah.
365.
And then we call, and once you get in the book, max 24. So maximize your 24 hours. So that's what we on this year.
Max 24?
Max 24. Yeah, max 24.
I already know that's about to be fire. So other than that, we working, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all come over and join us on the Patreon right now. We about to go over and shoot the Patreon right now. All right, peace. We out of here. We love you. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.